Krishna everyone. Basically in this video I will explain you like how can we create a generic response in Spring Boot. Okay, like doesn't matter you are using Spring Boot 2 or Spring Boot 3 or any API. Okay, so what is the motive of this? Like what is the generic response? The generic response is uh, like right now you are using that API. Okay, so this is a get API. Okay, now see, you can check the responses directly, you are get the data, but it's not giving any status like this status is success or this is like failed response or what is the message of this. Okay, so this type of things. So whenever the like front end developer or any other client will be accept the like call this API, so it difficult to look access like this response is like correct or not. Okay, like it's not give the proper things like that, like it's not follow the standard approach like throughout the project, because right now we are working on like big projects. So let's start it like see, right now I already have like a Spring Boot project. I am using Spring Boot 3. Okay, let me show you, like I'm already using Spring Boot 3.2.4. okay, this is the latest version and the project is already started, and I'm h2 database I'm using. So let's see, this is my controller. This is my first controller, which is a student controller. In that we are using the API call is get all student data. Okay, so this is a simple API. Whenever you call this API, okay, you see whenever you are calling this API, like say let me call you again, so it will give you that response. Okay, now convert this response to generic response. So whenever we are calling that API, okay, let's do it. Yeah, so let's create a one package, like what I'm talking about, like see. So in the model I'm creating a one more class, which is Java class. So I will go with the record because I'm using Java 17 or 21, so it's up to you. Okay, so it's using we and use generic response. Okay, generic response. Okay, this is a generic response record. Okay, that is a record. Now I'm not committing. Now it's take three parameters. It's up to you, like up to according to your requirement you can take anything. Okay, but this is like a minimal requirement what we need as whenever we share the API with anyone. So first one is the boolean. Okay, boolean which like we take as a status. The second one is like string and message, like success and fail, and it's up to you like which message you can provide, like validation, fail, and any type of message whatever you declare. And third one is the data. Okay, the data is what, that is the data means the response data. So T is a generic, so we can add the T is here like that. So now array is gone. So this is just simple your generic response class. Okay, you don't need to do anything much more. Okay, just put it here, generic response. Okay, now we just change our response to generic response. So how can we do that? Just simple thing. Okay, basically we need to just change it. Yeah, so this is a record new generic response. Okay, so it's taking the student model as a list, so we just pass it out like that, list, and just it is list. Okay, now first parameter is, you can check here, this is taking the status. So right now I'm go with the true status, like if I don't have any error, so it's like true. Now second thing is taking the message, like what is your message. So right now I'm taking success, SUCCESS, success. Okay, now last one is your data. What is your data? Now control C and control V here. Okay, just simple thing, it is your response, generic response, like that. Now control X and just paste it here like that. Okay, now just change to it, like your return type is like that right now. Okay, so see, this is just a simple thing, we need to just change it. Okay, now let's restart my application and see what is the change whenever you call the get API. Okay, yeah, my application is up and running. Let's see and check the response. Now see, the status is true. Okay, this is your header status, you can say that, and message is success. Okay, like suppose if any problem you are facing, like your application is not properly like success, or like if you are giving any error, so you just change it, simple thing. Okay, yeah, so this is just simple thing, you can do it. Okay, when we go with like generic response, so like the question is raised here, like why we create a generic response. Basically, whenever you are working with like big project and big industry, so this is a very good format to share the JSON with anyone. So like your developer should understand, like, oh, status code is true, it means we will get the data, or like we don't have any validation error. Suppose if you have a validation error, so you will get a false. Okay, status is false, like you are not get the proper data. Basically, I'm using the get API, the simple get API, and like in the real time you are providing like paginations and search request also in the get API. So this is a simple thing. Okay, now let's change it. Like now you are getting the 200 response. Okay, also you can change your response, like how you can change your response. Let me add a response entity here. Okay, for just time being I'm telling you. Okay, for your example thing only. So how we can change it, let me stop my application and just change to it response entity. Okay, response entity dot. Okay, it will already provide you yes, okay, it already provide you the 200 response. Let me, yeah, okay, yeah, yes, okay, with the body. Okay, let's convert, let's do it like that. Yeah, see, just paste it here and just change to return it like that. Let's see. Okay, like I change it. Now your return type is changed. Now your return type is response entity. Okay, like that. Now response type is the response entity is already like generic, so you can pass it anything, it will be converted. Okay, let's check, let me complete that one. Yeah, okay, like that. Yeah, yes, stop this. Okay, now just run the code. Yeah, now you can see like that. Now you are like, yeah, hit the API, like see, again you are getting the 200 requests. Now I'm just changing the little bit, like how can we change our response for the time being. Suppose you are getting any error, like you can put your code in a try and catch block. Okay, for the time being, so how can we change it? Response entity dot, like this is your bad request builder dot. Okay, now you can pass the body also in the bad request, like the body. Okay, in the body, what we have already a generic response, we don't, so we are not changing anything else. Like if we are getting a response, okay, so what we are passing response, sorry, generic response. In the generic response, we know like already we have that data. Okay, I'm talking about this only the list type of student model. Okay, so we need to pass that. Okay, let's pass it here. Okay, we pass it here like that. Now time being we can add false. Okay, good. Now use add success and fail, or now here we can add list dot off. Okay, just simple thing like that. Now just add new parameter here like that. Okay, now just comment it out, and comment it out like that. Okay, return return. Okay, this is return. Now just restart my application, stop and return. Now just restart the API and just see the response. Now let me go with my, see, now it's giving you the bad request, 400 requests, and the false and the fail, the data is not coming. Okay, just I create that response because of you. Just I want to show you like how you can use your in the fail case also. Okay, like that. So this code should be in your catch block, in your else condition, like your, like whenever you have a like validation issue and this type of things. Okay, so thank you so much. Let me know if you find any error and give your comment and like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.